you hold my hand, look me in the eyes. You and me, yeah, that's all I need, and I'll be alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love.
Good morning. That happens every time. Good morning, everyone. I have my doctor's appointment today. Feeling very nervous about it. Don't know how it's gonna go. Don't know if I'm gonna get anything out of this, or if it's just gonna feel like a big waste of time. Who knows? But the girls are staying here with me. And I obviously have Jace with me. I'm trying to get the address. I don't know. Of course it's raining. I swear anytime I have to like do errands or do something, it's always raining. I don't know if I should just carry Jace in with me and hope that he will like cooperate during the appointment. I don't know how extensive this exam is gonna be for me to also like have to hold a toddler, you know? So it's like, I don't know if I should just carry him in and just keep him sat with me for the most part and hope he doesn't act too crazy, or if I should bring the stroller in But my problem with the stroller is, one, I don't know how well he'll actually sit in the stroller. Like, he's fine if it's moving, but usually if the stroller's sitting stationary, he's gonna get antsy. He's not gonna want to sit in there, especially if, like, if there's a doctor in the room, and he's gonna be nervous and he's gonna want me, this and that. And I also don't know how crammed the rooms are gonna be, because sometimes the rooms are so small, like, there's no way I could fit a stroller in there. So I don't know how big the room is gonna be, so I really don't know what to do. But I haven't seen a doctor in almost 2 years. Literally, the last time I saw a doctor was when Jace was a few months old, and I had to take him with me, and he surprisingly actually, like, slept in the car seat through it. But, well, he's 2 now, and it ain't gonna be that easy. This is a little creepy. He wants to ride in an elevator that's covered in foam board and painter's tape. Over an hour and a half later. Yeah, it's around Jace's nap time. My prescriptions are already ready. I gotta go to Walmart and get groceries. Dude, I'm starving. Can you tell that doctor's offices make me anxious by how red my face is? How far away is it? 8 minutes. I'll give it a second. Oh. Like, I try to place my pickup order with enough time, but I always end up doing it with too much time, and it's ready like 5 minutes before I get there. So, let's see how today went. The main things that I brought up was my skin, my weight, and my mental health. My skin, she prescribed me tretinoin to try. And then I also brought up the possibility of birth control helping with my skin, and she agreed that it could be helpful. But I mean, I haven't been on birth control in over 7 years, and honestly it terrifies me to be back on it again. I've refused to take it. I got off birth control when we decided to have kids, got pregnant with London, never used it again. Never, ever used it since that. So birth control really does scare me, because I'm worried that it's gonna make me gain more weight, and I'm worried that it will mess with my head and things. The only thing that I would ever be open to doing at all is the pill. Like, I would never do the shot, and I would never do any sort of implant. The only birth control that I would ever consider is the pill. So I asked her about that, and she did end up prescribing me birth control. So even though it terrifies me to use birth control, and I've gone this long without it, at this point I'm ready to try anything for my skin. So I think I'm going to get back onto birth control, and we'll see how it makes me feel, what goes from there. I mean, I just have to remind myself, like, I don't have to take it forever. If I don't like it, I don't have to take it, but might as well try it at this point. I don't want to say it doesn't hurt to try, because hell, it might hurt to try. You never know with the side effects of things these days, but ooh, it's bright. Okay, here we go. Mental health wise, she did start me back on my Zoloft. It is like a lower dose. It's not the lowest dose, it's the next dose up, which I already know is not gonna work for me because the lower doses never worked for me. I did talk about like the possibility of trying a different antidepressant because all I've ever tried is Zoloft, and the only reason and the main reason that I did Zoloft was because I was always pregnant or breastfeeding, and I'm not pregnant nor breastfeeding, so I'm not limited to Zoloft when it comes to antidepressants. But she said that Zoloft and Lexapro are like basically the same, or they're at least comparable, so she said for now there's not really a point, that she's just gonna start with the Zoloft. And she said basically the therapist and the psychiatrist kind of work as a team, and if the psychiatrist thinks that something else might work better, then they can change the prescription and this and that. And said she was going to get me on the wait list for therapy, which I'm not opposed to therapy. I tried therapy in the past. It is really hard for me to do therapy because I always feel very invalidated by therapists, and it's hard for me to find one that I actually like. And the one time I did find one that I was okay with, she ended up leaving the practice anyways, like shortly after. So it's like, I know it's really hard for me to find a therapist that I feel comfortable with, but at the same time, I know that therapy would probably, well, I don't want to say probably, because I feel like therapy's kind of iffy. Therapy can't rewire my brain. So I'm not opposed to therapy, but there is a bit of a wait list. So she said she was gonna get me, like, I guess I don't know if it's like a referral or like if she just put me on the wait list or what. So I don't know. The other problem for me with therapy is childcare. Like, I didn't go to the doctor for 2 years because it's so hard for me to find the time to go to the doctor and the child care that I need and this and that. And I feel like, you know, how can I focus at a therapy appointment with a toddler who I'm having to watch and keep out of stuff and entertain and this and that? So I don't know. Just going to appointments for myself in general is difficult. Jace didn't do too bad. He was okay with my phone. He did he wanted to be nosy. He was trying to open drawers and cabinets, and he kept dropping and throwing my phone, and like, he got a little antsy at the end. But he did decent. The room was big enough for a stroller after all, but I don't think he would have stayed in the stroller for that long anyway, so I didn't end up taking the stroller in. But he did decent. Not great, but decent. It's his fault I had to be poked twice. So yeah, that's the whole deal with the mental health thing. With the weight thing, basically all she could do was give me advice that I already know. You know, eat these kinds of foods, do this much exercise. She told me I need to do at least 150, I think it was 150 hours of moderate exercise a week. And like, dude, my freaking 10-minute exercises right now are kicking my ass. And I gotta try and do, she said basically that amounts to 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. So I'm gonna continue with my little 10-minute things, and then I guess maybe try and do those walks that I was talking about 5 days a week, and just do like a walk for 20 minutes. But at the same time, I feel like, well, I know just a walk is not considered moderate exercise. It's not strenuous enough. Like, she didn't say I need to be doing hardcore exercise, but she says, like, you do need to be working up a sweat. Like, you do need to be, like, getting out of breath, basically. She said, I don't want you gasping for breath, but you do need to, like, you should be able to sing through it, is what she said. And I'm like, okay. So, like, just a walk isn't gonna do that for me, but, like, I don't know. I don't think I could jog with a stroller. I can't jog in general. I'm uncoordinated and I have bad ankles, and I literally constantly twist my ankles. Running and walking on stairs literally feels like I am just twisting my ankle every step. That's how it feels. Okay? It's rough. Fuck, where am I turning? I can't turn right there. God damn it. When did they put that in? I feel like that wasn't there before. I'm gonna turn right here. Okay, you need to get down because I'm gonna have to whip it. Whip it. That made me think of Pitch Perfect. Now we gotta go all the way over there. So yeah, she just like basically reiterated calorie deficit, told me like you should be eating these food groups, these kinds of foods, doing this much exercise, things that I already know. But she also is doing, okay, where are you? Right there. She's also doing, she did take a urine sample and she did take blood work. She said she was gonna check like my thyroid, my kidney and my liver functions, my vitamin D, a couple other things, I don't know. So I do have to wait for those to come back to see like legit. I'm picking up a mobile order for Sandra.
For Sandra, you can go forward.
Thank you. Anyways, I feel like I won't know how successful this appointment really was until I like know my blood work results and things.
You want the mobile for Sandra?
Yes. Sure. Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. The one time I do ask for a straw, they give me the lid that I don't need the straw with. I only get the straw to mix it, because like there's no point. Wait, my phone isn't even on it. Not that I can see anyways. Like, oh, no, I can see a little bit. There's not really a point in using a straw with the cold foam. But it's never mixed up enough. But they gave me the lid that I can mix it with today, of course. Oh, I didn't cover that up very well. Sometimes they give you the big open ones that you can't cover and mix like that, and sometimes they give you these ones, so. Anyways, yeah, my veins are not great, so. Am I allowed to turn left up here? I think so, because there's a median. So, she tried to do it on one side, but Jace kept like fidgeting. He was trying to grab at the freaking tube thing that she had, and he kept like throwing the phone at me to fix it, and so I accidentally moved. Like, she had trouble finding my vein in the first place, and then I accidentally moved, and she lost it, so then she ended up having to try on my other arm, but she did manage to get. It's all Jace's fault that I had to be stabbed twice to get my blood drawn. I don't really mind. I told her, I was like, you might as well just go on my hand, because that's what everyone else seems to have to do. She's like, but I really don't like having to go in people's hands. I don't like it. She's like, I know I don't like it in my hand. And I'm like, lady, I literally had to give birth and sit in the hospital for over 24 hours with the IV line in my hand. I think I'm okay if you draw my blood from my hand. I mean, I didn't say it like that, but, you know. So I'm gonna go to Walmart, get my groceries. 2 out of 3 prescriptions are already done, so I'm gonna hope/assume that the third one will be done by the time that I get done with Walmart, so I can grab it before I go back to the house. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't know why. I feel like there was something else that I was supposed to say. Oh, I mean, this isn't what I was thinking about, but I just thought about this. Surprisingly enough, my weight at the doctor's office was less than what my weight was when I weighed myself this morning at the house. That never happens. Usually, when I weigh myself at home, I think I'm one weight, and then I go to the doctor and I'm like at least 5+ pounds more than what I thought I was. I was less than I thought I was. That never happens. But also, I don't know how accurate my at-home scale is, because I literally got 3 different numbers this morning. First I got 177 point something, and then it's like you move it a millimeter, and then I got 181, and then I move it a little bit and step back on, and I get 177 point something else. I went with 177 because that's what it told me first, and that's what it told me most. At the doctor, I was 176, so 0.8 or something like that. So I don't know what to believe when it comes to my at-home scale, because it's like if I stand one way, it tells me something. If I stand another way, it changes. If I have it on in this spot, it says something, and then if I move it even the tiniest bit, it says something else. So I really don't know what to trust when it comes to that scale, or any home scale for that matter. I don't know if I just need a new one or what, because I feel like home scales are always kind of iffy. But still, it's surprising that I was lighter at the doctor's office than I was at home. If I remember anything else, I'm just gonna have to add it in later because I don't know what else there is to say, but for some reason I feel like I was about to say something else and I forgot. I don't know. But editing this and I remembered what I forgot to mention, and that is that my blood pressure was slightly high. I couldn't really see, but she did end up having to take my blood pressure multiple times because she said it was a little high. Like, she took it the first time and then she's like, that's a little high, so I'm gonna take it a few more times. And she did like this setting where it took it like 2 more times within a few minutes. The first time, I believe it was 116/90, so the top number I don't think was high, but the bottom number was high. And then the second time, I believe it was 125/89, so they were both a little high. But then they never mentioned anything else about it again. And that's weird. Like, I feel like the last time I was at the doctor, maybe not the last time, but maybe one of the last times. Or no, maybe it was. I think it might have been when I went to the gynecologist last. When I went for my 6-week checkup, maybe. Or maybe I've been since then. And my blood pressure was a little high there, and they just like didn't say anything about it. Whereas here, the nurse said, like, she took it and she's like, that's a little high, so I'm gonna take it again. And then they just don't say anything else. So like, got back from Walmart a little bit ago and finished putting everything up. It's almost 4 o'clock. Oh, it is 4 o'clock. I've been on since 11 o'clock. I don't know how I managed to do that every time. And I still have to do my workout for today. And I usually start cooking dinner at 5, so like, I gotta get it in. As much as I would love to say it's too late, I was too busy today to do it. The whole point is not using excuses. It's something I'm working on. So I need to still force myself to do it because yesterday was my rest day. And I can't like mess up the routine, and I don't know. I also realized that I forgot to go to the pharmacy, like completely forgot all about going to the pharmacy, but the 3rd prescription doesn't even say it's ready yet anyway, so I guess it's fine. I don't know when I'm gonna go to the pharmacy though. I hate how that light is directly behind my head. Ow! I found some more of those storage ring things on clearance today, so I just grabbed them. Because I almost got this one for Christmas, but I was like, I've spent enough. Because I was going to get the kids each 2 apiece, but like of the kit or the sets, but I was like, I've spent enough, so I ended up only getting them 1 set apiece. But then I saw them on clearance, so I was like, might as well. See, I got a new pair of pajama pants. I recently got like this pair of pants, but a different pattern, like it was one of their Christmas patterns. And I really like them. They're really soft, like they feel really nice. But for some reason, mine are like high waters on me. Like they should be my size, and I'm short, okay? I'm only 5'2". Things should not be high waters on me. I was like, there's no way my butt has grown. So I don't know if it's my butt, I don't know if it's my thighs, but something is causing all my pants to be high waters. So I sized up, and hopefully it won't be high waters. But look, they're cute. They got little cherries on them. I got some more dry shampoo. I just recently got, like, I was almost out of deodorant, so I got another one, and I got something different that I usually don't use, and I don't think it works, like, at all. Like, at all. And then I bought like this little tiny mini one. I randomly saw this little mini native one. It might have even been on clearance, I don't remember. And it was sugar cookie, so I was intrigued. And it's tiny, it was like a couple dollars, so I got it. It also doesn't work. So I got another deodorant today, and I believe this one might actually be men's deodorant. But men's deodorant probably works better than women's deodorant anyways. It doesn't smell overly masculine, it kind of just smells like soap. it was like more, it was like literally right between the women's deodorant and when it changes over to the men's deodorant. So I don't know if it is men's deodorant or women's deodorant. I mean, the packaging makes me think men's deodorant because typically like women's deodorant is shaped differently. Like this is the typical men's deodorant look, but it's whatever as long as it works and I'm not walking around with stinky pits. And then I got some more conditioner. I've tried so many different shampoos and conditioners, and I've been trying to kind of go with like the more high-end drugstore shampoos and conditioners, like somewhere in between, not like the cheap ones and not like the super high-end ones, but somewhere in between. But I just like, I feel like I never really think any of them make much of a difference. So it's like, what's the point in spending more money when it's not doing anything? And I hate the set that I have right now. Like, I have the Heritage like damage repair one, and I usually love their brand and their stuff, but this one, like the shampoo doesn't lather very well, and the conditioner doesn't even feel like conditioner in my hair. Like I have to use a ton of it to feel like I even put conditioner in my hair. It literally feels like I'm putting water in my hair. Plus I just ran out of the conditioner. I didn't run out of shampoo yet, and I have I have my clarifying shampoo too, so I feel like having 2 shampoos is enough. Otherwise I would have got the set, but I didn't get the set. I just got the conditioner for now. It's gonna be dumb starting a conditioner like at a different time from starting a shampoo, but I feel like that's kind of common because you usually go through a conditioner faster anyways. But all I have conditioner wise is like a half of a tub of a deep conditioner that I try not to use every single wash. I try to use it like every other wash. So I just went ahead and grabbed my conditioner instead of using up all of my mask or my deep conditioner one. And I heard somewhat good things about this, and it's on the cheaper side, so I just squirted that right on my nose. And it smells like your typical shampoo smell. Not bad. I actually really like these like Walmart brand snack muffins. I like the banana nut ones and I like the blueberry ones. I'm not really a chocolate chip fan, but I saw today that they had a birthday cake pack of these muffins. They only had 1 pack left, and of course someone had opened it and stole like a whole row of muffins out of it, so couldn't even get them. Day 6 of my 30-day workout challenge.
I want to lose 20 kilos for the wedding.
Do you know your fasting time?
No.
How can you lose weight fast if you don't know your
What did he just do?
fasting time?
How to know?
Just take the test.
Is it free?
Yes. I was looking for a way to lose weight without stress, and so I could eat
Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love.